have you ever wanted to go beyond manifesting and master the art of conscious creating to live the life you desire and dream of as a natural byproduct of who you are? So, over my decades of experimenting with law of attraction and embodying our future self and all these kinds of tools and processes that the spiritual and metaphysical communities teach, I've come up with a system. I call it the system of you. And I've simplified it to 4 pillars. If you saw my video from the other day, I might have said 5 pillars, but 4 pillars. And so the 4 main pillars, one of them is the foundation, which is really the fundamental of where to get started. It's how we connect into the power source. I'll go more details in a minute. And the next part is then the navigation system. And that's about how to know what to do and when to do it, where to get guidance from. And one of the keys is from within. More details on that too. And the third part is then about creating reality intentionally, being a reality bender, a reality architect. And that's really about conscious creating. And there's a lot of ways to go about that. And the fourth part is then transmuting, and that's shifting the shadows into our gifts, taking the shadows in our life, the obstacles and resistance, and turning it into the fuel that propels us forward toward the desires and the life we dream of. And so, a little brief overview on all those. So one of the real keys with the foundation is about being in alignment. It's about inner harmony. It's about inner peace. It's about creating that consistent alignment within ourselves, that consistent foundation. So then we're able to be resilient, whatever is going on. So we're able to have that inner peace no matter what's happening. And so we're able to access clarity from our own inner guidance. And that leads us to the second pillar of the navigation. And that's really about accessing our own inner guidance. Because when you look around at the world around us, especially with the internet and AI and all the teachers and mentors and gurus out there, there's so much advice. And when you're participating in it, sometimes it's directly conflicting with between one person and another person says. So how do you know what is right for you? And the idea there is that there's a part of us that is within us that's, like our subconscious mind, a part of it has been within us our entire life, that knows all of our desires and experiences, and even like what our soul came here to do, our purpose and our calling. And so we can access that knowledge within ourselves, that wisdom, and have the clarity and guidance from it from a moment-to-moment basis. And then that, when you're starting to follow that, we're getting in alignment and we're following that guidance, the next thing that happens is we start running into obstacles. Because if you weren't already living the life you desire and dream of, why? Why is that? And so all those reasons that arise, all those beliefs, all those emotions, all those dramas, all those traumas, all those stored resistance within ourselves, all the things, maybe we just didn't know how, maybe we weren't raised that way, maybe we were conditioned to be different, whatever it is. So then it's taking those obstacles and transmuting them into our assets, into our gifts, turning them into our strengths and abilities and our capacities. And so that ability to transmute that, and there's a lot of different ways you can do it, like through beliefs or shifting energies and emotions, or one of my favorite ways is connecting into super consciousness and feeling that energy transmute within us. And so using those tools to access that, to then use that as fuel to propel us toward our desires more, to create pathways between the resistance so we can access that life, so we can experience that which we desire over and over again. And then the next part of that is conscious creation. And so the idea there is to tune into that reality, to tune into the preferences, the beliefs, the desires, learn from the people who are doing it so you can get the skills and the resources, as well as saturating our subconscious so it naturally navigates us toward those desires. And there's so much to it, like making it, like having a clear intent and making decisions, as well as downloading divine plans from our own infinite intelligence, and embodying the version of self that lives out that life, embodying the miraculous essential personality of our unique essence within ourselves to live that out, as well as bringing in the high elevated emotions and the states of non-resistance that collapse the timelines, to bring in the synchronicities and serendipities that allow us to experience and manifest the life we desire more rapidly. And the overarching thing with all this is it's not just a one-time thing. You may have manifested something once or tuned into it and saw that synchronicity. The idea that these are all skills, and these skills can be practiced and mastered. And mastered is the idea of going to unconscious excellence. So we naturally and automatically participate in these skills and abilities as a natural byproduct of who we are. And so the idea there is to be able to connect into and access this through continuous practice. And one of the easiest ways to practice is with a community and a group of people who do practice those skills, who does have that immersion experience. And so it's to then join in and participate in that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm hosting coaching calls, and I create courses, and I write books, and I help people with this stuff. So there is that community. So there is that way forward. So there's that teacher who's showing the way, but not just being the teacher who shows you what to do. I like to be the teacher who shows you how to fish so you can keep catching the fish on your own. So it's being able to learn the skills, to then do the drills, develop the skills, to then create that experience in your life over and over again on your own, on command, by yourself, so you're able to access it with your own capabilities. And then having that community and crew to do it with is so deeply satisfying. So, my name's Kent Peterson. This is what I like. My life's work is working on this. This is what I dedicate my life to. So if you want help with any of this, send me a DM, leave me a comment, depends whatever you're watching this video on, and join one of my programs or courses or calls. And I'd love to help you out with this.